So our next part is part 5, 1 over x minus a. Let me start our solution. Let y is equal to 1 over x minus a, thus giving the name to this function, and this can be written as y is equal to x minus a raised to the power minus 1. Now we apply the same process, differentiation by definition, and all these 4-step process. So the first step is y plus delta y, and this x will replace by x plus delta x minus a raised to the power minus 1. So delta y will become x minus a plus delta x minus y. Just rewrite this x plus delta x minus a in the way x minus a plus delta x. And in all other parts, having a function like x plus some constant, any constant, 2, 3, 4, c, or maybe minus, we will do a same process like this, in which this constant will write with x and this delta x will shift it to the end. So delta y will become x minus a plus delta x raised to the power minus 1 minus y. Now just put the value of y, and also this x minus a can be taken as a common factor. So that will become 1 plus delta x divided by x minus a whole raised to the power minus 1, and this y will replace by x minus a raised to the power minus 1 by this starting condition. So you can note that this is almost the same question as we discussed in our previous parts. The only change is this constant. So if there is any constant adding or subtracting with x, then that will remain unchanged with x, and almost all process will remain same. So delta y will become x minus a raised to the power minus 1, and 1 plus delta x over x minus a raised to the power minus 1 minus x minus a raised to the power minus 1 will remain same. And in the next step, this x minus a can be taken as a common factor from both of these two terms. So delta y will become x minus a raised to the power minus 1 into 1 plus delta x divided by x minus a raised to the power minus 1 minus 1 due to the common factor x minus a raised to the power minus 1. Now we apply binomial series here, 1 plus delta x over x minus a, as this is a power with negative integer, and already we discussed in our previous parts that if this one is a negative integer or a fraction, then we will open this as a binomial series, which is an infinite series. So this one, delta y is equal to x minus a raised to the power minus 1, 1 plus nx. Here n is minus 1, x is delta x over x minus a, plus n into n minus 1. Again n is actually minus 1, so that will become minus 1 into minus 1 divided by 2 factorial delta x over x minus a whole square plus up to so on, an infinite series, and at the end this minus 1 will remain same. This plus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled out, and we have x minus a raised to the power minus 1. Delta x over x minus a will be a common factor from this step, and we have minus 1 plus this minus 1 divided by 2 factorial, and delta x over x minus a, by taking as a common factor, we have only power 1, delta x over x minus a raised to the power 1, and up to so on. Now dividing both sides by delta x, as this one is our complete second step, a simplification step. Now we move on step 3, dividing both sides by delta x. So delta y divided by delta x is equal to delta x divided by delta x and x minus a. This one is x minus a and this one is x minus a. Being a common base, power will be combined, 1 plus 1, and in the bracket portion all thing will remain same. And delta y by delta x, this delta x will be cancelled out. We have 1 over x minus a square into minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial delta x over x minus a plus up to so on, an infinite series. Now taking limit on both sides, delta x approaches to 0. So we have limit delta x approaches to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to limit delta x approaches to 0, 1 over x minus a whole square, and this one is again a same thing in the bracket portion. Now applying limit, so left hand side is actually a formula of dy by dx differentiation, and on right hand side when we apply limit delta x approaches to 0, all the terms containing delta x except this first term, so this will remain minus 1 and all other terms will become 0 due to this delta x, and onward all terms containing delta x, so all the terms will become 0. We have only this minus 1 multiplying to 1 over x minus a whole square, we have minus 1 divided by x minus a whole square, and finally we can write the value of y, which is 1 over x minus a, so that will be the derivative of 1 over x minus a with the help of differentiation by definition. Now part 6, let y is equal to x into x minus 3, and we can simplify it by y is equal to x square minus 3x. Now we start our process, and the first step is y plus delta y is equal to x plus delta x whole square minus 3 into x plus delta x. Just replace x by x plus delta x, and delta y is equal to, just opening the square, x plus delta x whole square, we have x square plus delta x whole square plus 2x delta x minus multiplying by 3x into 3 delta x minus y. Just put the value of y, which is x square minus 3x. So applying this minus, we have minus x square plus 3x, and after simplification we have delta y is equal to delta x into delta x plus 2x minus 3, as this x square and x square will be cancelled out, minus 3x plus 3x will be cancelled out, and we have we can take delta x as a common factor, so the left delta x plus 2x minus 3. Now dividing both sides by delta x, delta y divided by delta x is equal to delta x into delta x plus 2x minus 3 divided by delta x. This delta x will be cancelled out, so delta y by delta x will become delta x plus 2x minus 3. This is complete third step. Now taking limit delta x approaches to 0 on both sides, we have limit delta x approaches to 0, delta y by delta x is equal to limit delta x approaches to 0, delta x plus 2x minus 3. So just apply the limit. Left hand side will become dy by dx, a formula of representation of limit delta x approaches to 0, delta y by delta x, which is dy by dx is equal to, this will become 0 and we have 2x minus 3. Now just put the value of y, so we have d by dx, this is not y because y is actually x into x minus 3, so the derivative of x into x minus 3 will become 2x minus 3. So the next part, 7th, 2 over x4. Solution, let y is equal to 2 over x4, and which can be written as y is equal to 2 into x raised to the power minus 4. Now y plus delta y is equal to 2 into x plus delta x raised to the power minus 4. Just replace x by x plus delta x, and delta y will become 2 into x plus delta x raised to the power minus 4 minus y. Now we put the value of y, we have delta y, and this one is the value of y, which is 2x raised to the power minus 4, and from here to form our binomial series, we will take x as a common factor, x into 1 plus delta x divided by x raised to the power minus 4. Now this minus 4 will apply on both of these two terms, x and 1 plus delta x over x, so that will become 2 into x raised to the power minus 4, 1 plus delta x over x raised to the power minus 4, and this is again the same thing, 2x raised to the power minus 4. Now we can take 2x raised to the power minus 4 as a common factor, so delta y is equal to 2x raised to the power minus 4. We have 1 plus delta x over x raised to the power minus 4, and this will become 1 due to the common factor. Now apply the binomial series on this portion. Delta y is equal to 2x raised to the power minus 4. So 1 plus nx, here n is minus 4, x is delta x over x, plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial x square delta x over x whole square up to so on, an infinite series, and at the end we have this minus 1. This plus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled out. So we have, this one is again the same step. So 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled out, and we have left delta y is equal to 2x raised to the power minus 4, and delta x over x will be a common factor from this remaining portion, and we have this minus 4 plus minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial and delta x over x, and up to so on. Now dividing both sides by delta x, so delta y over delta x is equal to 2, this one is to delta x dividing by delta x, joining these two powers x, so we have 1 plus 4, and in the bracket minus 4 plus this one is again the same thing. This delta x will be cancelled out, so delta y over delta x is equal to 2 over x 5 minus 4 plus minus 4 minus 4 minus 1 2 factorial delta x over x, and up to so on. Taking limit delta x approaches to 0, applying limit on both sides, just written limit delta x approaches to 0 on both sides, and this one is dy by dx is equal to 2 over x5 will be as it is, and in the bracket portion when we apply limit delta x approaches to 0, all other terms containing delta x become 0 just or except this first term, which is minus 4. So now dy by dx will become minus 8 over x raised to the power 5, and finally d by dx of 2 over x4, just put the value of y, is equal to minus 8 over x5.